Guys, let's get ready to get started. Let me check the sound, make sure the mic is working. Cool. Sort of the mic. Guys, let's get ready to get started. Let me check the sound. Alright, let's make it happen. Hear any, sounds like air or something? That's my fan blowing in the background. It's because it's hot in my room. I wish I had central air, but I don't. But needless to say, guys, let's get started with this live reading of chapter 347 of Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, titled Inauguration. As always, going to give my thoughts during my reading, and probably a brief thoughts at the end of this chapter. But I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next with just the conversations and the build up to that was happening in 346, with them trying to set up a team and get things in order, and then plus Jing and Pariston trying to figure out who's number one, who's number two, type of thing. More so just their egos getting in the way of each other, and their with the respective rival between the two of them. But with that, guys, let's jump into this chapter. Chapter 347, Inauguration. Let's get it. So now it seems like these dudes who were at the end of chapter 346 are gonna look like they're getting ready to attack Jing and Parazon. Yeah, they are shooting at them. And it reads, in that case, there are 5 options. 5. Both of you die. How is that? How are 5 options an option, right? But then you only get one main one, and that is them getting shot and killed. And then showing them shooting at them, but of course they're gonna miss. Let's turn the page here. Jing was able to escape. Looks like Pariston kind of hiding behind a wall here. It's the chef. What are you doing? It's the guy with the hair over his one eye. Stop it! Are you seriously trying to kill them? Stay out of it. Block the exits. Are they really gonna listen to him though, or is he just talking to? Okay, never mind. There's somebody else talking. Saying, block the exits. They're going into the basement. Good. Chase them in, and chase them in. Careful. A suit who's all talk and weakling who gets clobbered by a rookie. I've always hated how overhyped you've been. This is a fine opportunity. Who are you? Oh, it's one of the cast that's with the group that's shooting at him. Jing's responding or talking. Their boiling point is too low. A firefight right off the bat. Pariston is talking. You're not as crazy as they say. It's an image I built up slowly with small crazy stunts. And shut up. Jing, you provoked them in the first place. Pariston. Hey, I just went along with what you said. Well, they can't back down now. Shall we fight then? Sure, a bit. Because Jing and Parison's hiding behind they went down in the basement, and this looks like an underground basement, like into a cave or something. Jing, they're emitters that have to conjure guns. Piece of cake. Pariston, you sure you want to let me see? Jing, sure, it's no problem. Oh, Jing's hitting the ground really hard several times. Bam, 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 bam. What was he doing that for? Oh, it looks like he's Pariston says this is Leorio's. Oh shoot, he picked that up. Is that what Jing's Nen is? He can copy. He can copy somebody's attack. That's what it looks like. He looks like he attacked and knocked the group out though. Kapow. Thud. In a bit. Okay. Pariston, an ability that copies other people's abilities. Jing, it's nothing so extravagant. I can generally imitate any punching ability I've been hit with. It's just a talent I have. So it's not an actual net. It's just something that he. Huh. something that he just learns along the way. To the gun guys, too quiet. We're we're all three taken out. Do we go? No, there may be a signal. Jing, Leorio is studying to be a doctor. He must have been practicing palpitating patients like this. He's using his hand, putting two of his fingers on his left hand, using this aura like an ultrasound, harder to detect than in. Two of them beyond this wall. Periston, I see. Jing, here, and here. Okay, so oh wow, so he's able to figure out exactly where specifically those two guys are standing at, and destroying tumors and blood clots from the outside when they're impossible to reach through surgery. Like this. Oh shoot, he's shooting an attack at the two guys standing, and he drops them. Boom, dropped real quick and easy. That's what's up. Nobody else? Nah, maybe they've given up. Periston said. Jing, I bet they think their mission's complete. Periston, huh? You got you got to put on you got them to put on an act, right? It was pretty obvious this was arranged. Jing, there were some rough patches, but the biggest mistake was when the pissed off Mohawk left out the option for both of us to leave. I guess that would have risked me actually taking them up on it. I took them on out of respect for their having to follow such a crappy script. Do it yourself next time. Parrot, if you want to see my ability so badly, and then they switch back over to this room here. Oh, that obvious? This dude is wearing all black, like the dude that looks like an elf, basically, from like Lord of the Rings. I thought I was doing pretty well. Yeah, right. Have you no self-awareness? This is Jing talking. No, this is somebody else talking. Well, maybe it's like look at this Jing. A 2x4 would have played it better. I am so mad. That's what you sound like. The elf cat dude. I might have to kill you anyway. Jing, I'm more worried about your troops than your acting. they're no they're no they're not strong enough to face the Dark Continent. They're support personnel at best. Elf dude responds, "That's no problem, because they are there to cover for us." And somebody else is talking. I don't know who this is. Our main job is scouting and providing extra firepower and cover fire. There's a big, gigantic robot with a gun, like a multiple gun hand or something, left hand. He does shoot. He does the shooting. A symbiotic type. Exactly. He conjures heavy firearms. A ride-along emitter provides the bullets. Much more powerful than each of them fighting separately. Jing's like, I see. So he also sent the Nen weapons to them. There's a lot he can do. There's a lot he can do, huh? Yeah. It's been demonstrated that it's much more efficient than carrying real guns for Nen bullets for longer engagements. Scouts and cover fire personnel plus him make up the 11-man task force Stonewall, the only legendary mercenary crew to fight in the Lubo Civil War without a casualty. Jing, wow, what's your name? People call me Gollum. That's what I was saying, kind of, somebody from Lord of the Rings. That's crazy. He said, I don't answer others' questions. Other questions? He's been like this all 3 years. I've known him. I don't I don't know his voice, face, or real name. Figure, Jing is saying. Got a lot of don't talk to me vibes. So Mur, you lead the soldiers, right? So his name is Mur. I think that's what they said in chapter 346. Now I'm remembering. Can you tell them to take my money? Can I be honest here? Mur's response. I wouldn't have had any problem with you becoming number two if you hadn't brought up the subject of money. That mercenaries value trust between each other more than anything. The faintest whiff of a rumor about switching sides for money and you're out of the crew. All talk of money is extremely uncomfortable unless it's clean, simple, and upfront, like how books on a shelf or the remote control on the coffee table have to be just so. We don't want anything different. Some want it out of the some want it out the minute they found. Ah, I hate talking sometimes. Some want it out the minute they found out about about your remarks. I'm pretty upset about it myself. Care to explain this for me? Well, Jing is talking. I don't know what to say. I can only apologize. I'm sorry for the confusion, but I can't take it back now since others took the money already. How about if I make a deposit in the Norwell Fund? Norwell Fund? Oh, we're getting the Norwell Fund information right here. Norwell Fund, Family of Fallen Soldiers Relief Fund, is a charitable foundation that provides financial, psychological, employment, educational, and child care support for surviving families of mercenaries who die in battle. Norwell was a soldier who provided financial assistance to one-way people, child soldiers, refugees, and the poor whose options are limited. Then others started to contribute to his individual account. This miracle account uses a unique generational deposit system formed only through trust among depositors. That's what's up. Murr's talking again. Are you serious? If you create a grandchild account to send money, you'll be considered a mercenary. You can't refuse a parent's orders. Jing's response: you wouldn't accept anything less. Everyone has joint management of that account, so there won't be any weird rumors. Murr: I just don't get it. Why do you want to give us the money so much? Jing: what the heck is it? Well, I often run my mouth first and come up with the reason why I said it afterwards. This time is typical. That's why I'm causing problems for you. The biggest is I figured nobody would be blinded by greed, I guess. So when they accepted the money, it was really showing that they accepted me. And I think I was happy to be surrounded by like-minded idiots. So he calls himself an idiot as well. Okay. Let's see. At first, I was mad about this interference with Voyage I was secretly looking forward to, but Beyond had been preparing way before me. So I came here without getting my feelings in order. So I came here without getting my feelings in order first, to be honest. I just wanted to lodge a complaint, but I surprised myself when the first thing I said upon arriving here was let me in on it. I don't really remember why I offered money. Myrrh. What was it? Maysher. Maysher. Okay, dude with the orange top haircut. I remember asking him. The cause the cause was his quarrel with Paristar. He seemed to me a dangerous man as he was provocative throughout a sour chaos. But in light of their discord over the former chairman and Jing's personal feelings toward the continent, allowances could be made at the time. I didn't know the circumstances, and since Jing suddenly and unilaterally declared a personnel change, I acted to bring the chaos under control, preparing to go into battle along with Marion. To to prioritize a logical solution, I asked Jing about the merits of a modification to the chain of command, sir. I see. I get it now. Murr's talking, and you concluded with money. Jing's response: I tried to be cool, but I thought nobody would have a problem with money. My history with Pariston is a bit complicated. I don't want to agitate things, but I really do want to demote him and block his schemes. He really doesn't like to. and also and I also want to help Beyond's plan. I admit the money is a gift, but also a calculated move. Whether you take it or not, you decide, Mur. Why didn't you explain this in the first place? Th- then things then things would have gone more smoothly because Mur's looking back at that machine. Mur is talking, I think. Well, I mean, we're forcing him to explain, knowing he'd be embarrassed in order to clear confusion. Can't you can't you can't you infer that? Huh? Well, this is all my fault. Fine. I'll make I'll make the others understand, but you'll send the money to the No World Fund. First, let me confirm for you that I'm fine with you being number two, but I'm the one leading the men on the scene, right? Jing, of course. Mur and Jing. No, Mur. Since you're establishing a child child account, you're a member of my team. Got it, number two? My orders on the battlefield are absolute. The only answers will be in the affirmative. That Jing, sir, yes, sir. Mur. Well, if that's fine with you, it's fine with us. The others won't object either as long as Pariston accepts Jing as number two. Yes, Pariston. I just got everyone's agreement. Since Pariston's talking, since we failed in infiltrating you, you can only openly send everyone the money. I'll send you the list. Congratulations on your inauguration. Jing, in name only. You can lead the way you've been. Pariston, I refuse. I want to see what you can do. Jing, oh yeah? Then I won't hesitate. And that's pretty much, yeah, that's chapter 347, guys. Pretty straight to the point, basically. Everything, stuff went down. They got attacked by this, by the group that didn't like the fact that Jing offered this money up because he Jing wasn't thinking. He just ran with whatever came to mind in you know leading up to what happened here in chapter 347. Um, but at the same time, you know, Jing, like I said, he definitely does not like Parasol. He just doesn't. Just I guess he just has full on 100% distrust from this dude, and he just wants to, like he said, he wants to block him out and get rid of him, and just make things happen so that Beyond can get what he wants to get out of getting to once they get to the new continent. I'm just I'm more so shocked a little bit, just because of what happened in, even leading in up to chapter 347. Because, like I said, Jing just ran with what came across his mind, but he wasn't thinking that, the people that he was talking to weren't going to take it as an offense, um, have reservations as far as, what he was offering. Um, of course, Jing, you know, wouldn't know this information, but this is just another learning experience for him, and as a hunter and as a member of the Hunters Association. Just just an experience in life. Period. He found out information that could benefit him down the road if he comes across people like this once again, um, in the future, which I can't say that won't happen. I believe that it could happen again. At least he'll have an idea what not to say, because stuff did kind of go his way, with the money, but like I said, there were people who had reservations, and they were like, well, you were very disrespectful, so we're just gonna just take you out right here and then. But Murr, he just, like I said, he doesn't care if Jing or Parasol was number two, as long as he leads the group during the new continent journey. Um, and Jing has to listen to Murr's command fully. But at the same time, I believe that he won't. It always happens a lot, specifically in anime, and specifically in stuff like this, situations like this. You see it a lot in movies where guys, you know, they get placed under a command when they're not used to being under command of a certain situation that they have to go handle. They become a part of this group, and then they're supposed to be led over by whomever is leading that group, and then eventually they decide to do their own thing. And eventually, even they might have a tendency to get into a little bit of a fist fight or a whole lot of fist fights with the person who's supposed to be leading them. But Jing is he's one of those people who doesn't do well with authority in his own right. So I believe that him and Mur are going to butt heads during their journey down into the Dark Continent while they're trying to help Beyond get what he wants down there as well. But I'm just looking forward to this new continent thing, guys. I want to see what happens once we get there. But of course, we're going to probably get there within the next few chapters. I'm going to try to read more of these chapters, do more live readings, but we'll see what happens with that. Um, with the way that my schedule is, with all these animes that I'm reacting to each and every week, and even the newer ones that I just started with coming with last week, and then starting a new one tomorrow, and even starting Rurouni Kenshin on Friday. Can't wait to see what happens with that when I sit down and watch that on Friday. But yeah, guys, definitely a great chapter. All in all, it was just a fun chapter, and we got a chance to also see Jing do an imitation style of Nen with his abilities, what he at least one of them, what he can do. That was cool to see, but yeah, guys, fun chapter. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what happens in chapter 348 when I watch it. Probably maybe Friday on my day off. We'll see what happens. I mean, if I can figure out maybe a half hour, because usually these are half-hour reads anyway. Plus my initial thoughts throughout the chapter and even at the end. If I can find some space at some point in the middle of the week, I'll try to do the live reading for chapter 348 this week. If not, definitely Friday on my day off at some point. But definitely, guys, enjoyed chapter 347. I can't wait for the next chapter when I sit down and read it with you all. But guys, I'm out. I will chat with you all next time. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have a great and very safe and humbling week to come. Peace, guys.